So this is my second time off-road on the KLR. I decided to come back to the same place that I went to the first time I went off-road, which was nice because I was a little familiar with where I was at. For example, when I made that turn there, I kind of knew where I was going. Whoa, almost lost it there. Actually was feeling quite a bit more confident this time, just knowing what I did last time. So as I came around the corner there, I discovered pavement, which kind of surprised me, and as I got up to the top here, I saw this is the road I'd ridden in on. The staging area is just probably about a quarter mile down the road there. So anyhow, I turned back around to head back into the trail system. And as I'm riding along here, I kind of look off to my left, and after adjusting the camera off to the left right there and see trail. And one of the things I decided to do is do a little bit more exploring this time, since I was a little more familiar. I was a little less worried about getting lost. So I tried to make as many of the turnoffs as I could in the hour that I was there. You can see off to the right there's one I didn't take, and then as I come up here, it looks like there might be another one off to the right or to the left there. There's actually a lot of trails that I didn't take on this this time out, but I did have a lot of fun. And of course, at the end of most of the trails, there's kind of a turnaround like this, which was always kind of a bummer. But that gave me an opportunity to go back up and kind of explore some of the ones that I'd passed. And one of the things I was trying to work on while I was out this time is weighting my pegs and trying to assist with the steering. I could definitely feel that it helped, but then sometimes it would also upset the bike a little bit just because I'm not used to it from all the street riding that I've done. But it definitely, I could feel a lot more control when I was concentrating on weighting my pegs through the turns. So as I got up here, I planned on going off to the left there, and it really doesn't show up in the video because of the GoPro, but there's a fox right up the trail there, and I'm kind of looking at him, and so I start going up the trail, and he just runs on up the trail right in front of me. He was actually not that far away. I'm surprised it doesn't show up in the video. I can see it in a couple of the frames, but you can't really see it unless you're looking. And this right here is actually a different trail. Kind of looks like the same trail, but this is quite a ways down, another little jaunt that I'd taken, and got hit by a lot of branches heading down this trail, but it was kind of a fun trail to ride on. And as with a lot of the trails, it kind of ended, and I had to turn around and head back the way I came. And this is actually the first rider I've ever passed on a trail, so that was kind of cool. And if you watch my prior video, I didn't make it through this section without running over those logs and through the puddle every single time, so at least I figured that out. And one of the cool things about trail riding is just how beautiful it is. It's kind of like hiking, but you're going fast and having fun. I really need to try to talk one of my buddies into going with me so that I have somebody to ride with. But for now, I'm just doing it by myself. So at the end of this trail that I was just on is another turnaround, And as I got down here, I thought, this might be a good spot to stop and eat some snacks. I had some water and some snacks. And so here I am putting my gear back on. I've actually went out and bought jersey and some knee pads and a little protector outfit with elbows and stuff on it, just in case I crash. Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I didn't get a chance to try out any of the protection. But it was much more comfortable riding with this instead of my leather jacket, which is what I used last time. I'd also purchased some cheap Fly ATV boots, kind of a dual-purpose boot. And when I first started using them, I hated them. By the end of this ride, I actually kind of liked them, although the buckles are failing on them. So I'll have to call, I forget who I ordered from, but see if they can do something about the buckles. So here are the second group of riders that I passed, and that was kind of cool. It's kind of fun passing people, although you wouldn't want to do it too fast coming around a corner. And here's another group, a bunch of riders with some little kids. There's actually quite a few people out that day. So here I am back at the staging area at the end of my ride. It's not really the end of my ride because I got another hour of riding on the road to get home. I had a pump that I could use to pump up my tire pressure for riding on the street, and unfortunately the pump had failed, so I rode all the way home with low tire pressure, which was fine, but anyhow, I had a lot of fun.